Hey CW Apes, Mr. Kennedy here, and today I'm going to give you a very fast and super simple tutorial on how to do the Power of the Pyramids lab. So this is one of those activities where we get to study, well, human populations from start to finish, from birth to death. Like we get to map out your entire lifespan. Whew, that sounds awesome. And as we do that, we kind of look for trends in terms of like how many people live to be, a certain age and how many people we have below a certain age, how many people are reproductively capable, all that kind of stuff. That's what the Power of Pyramids is all about. Population demographics. So on our class webpage, I want you to look for this document, The Power of the Pyramids. It's in the population section. When you get it and open it up, you're going to see a few instructions here at the beginning of the document that talk about like, oh, you're going to need some graph paper and stuff like that. Okay. Well, let me just give you the, nuts and bolts of what it is you're going to do. So if you want to read through all the instructions, fantastic. Or you could just do what Mr. Kennedy is going to tell you to do here. Okay. At the end of the day, what you're going to do is you're going to take some data tables that are embedded in this, and you're going to convert those data tables into age structure diagrams that look just like this. Now, there is a piece of graph paper that you'll see here in a minute to kind of help you with that. But honestly, as long as you just do your best to give me an X and Y axis, you're going to put the percent of the population at a specific age across the bottom here. And then you're going to put the age groups basically from birth all the way up to 75 plus right there on the Y axis. And then you map the males versus females on alternating sides. Okay, so the male side is the side with the white bars and the female side is the side with the dark bars. Easy. So what's your data look like? How do you do this? Well, that's the next page. All right, so on this page, whoo, that's really small. Let's zoom in and see what it looks like. All right, so you've got two data tables that break down the population in 6 different countries: United States, Mexico, China, France, Nigeria, and India. All right, so basically all you need to do is you need to calculate like what percent of your population hits each of these age groups, okay? It's the percent of your population that hits each of those respective age groups. So to give you an idea, okay, if I'm doing this first one and I'm studying the 0 to 4 here in the United States, well, I take that number 10,000 blah, 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 right? And I'm going to divide that by the population. I'm not going to divide that just by the number of males, but by the population, the whole population. And the whole population is down here, that big 304 blah, 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 blah number down there at the bottom. Okay, so if I divide those two, I'm going to get a decimal like, 0.035. And if I multiply that times 100, then I get a percent. Super easy. You just got to go through and fill in your columns with that information because that is what you're going to transfer over to this data table. Okay, so your percent of the population is down there at the bottom, right there. 0 to 4, and then you're going to have a percent of the population for both the males and the females, and there you have it. Okay, super, super easy. Okay, so you're going to complete these data tables. You're going to make those graphs, and then when you're all done, okay, of course, you guessed it. Yeah, it wouldn't be a lab if there weren't some analysis questions that went with it. I know. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so that's the Power of the Pyramid activity. Should be pretty straightforward, should be pretty easy. If you get stuck, you can always ask Mr. Kennedy for help. All right, hopefully we'll learn lots about, what's going on with the demography in these respective countries through this activity, and you'll enjoy doing it and learning this stuff along the way. Hey, I'm Mr. Kennedy. Remember, reduce, reuse, recycle, and I will see you next time.